Hi, I'm going to do a quick reading today for YouTube. Okay, so please, if you like the video, if it resonates with you, please think about subscribing. It really does help me out. And please share the video. Thank you. Sorry about that squeak. Okay, so let's have a look what we're looking for today. This is for all signs. It doesn't matter what star sign you are. I'll do one more shuffle. It's going to be a bit of a louder one, sorry. And then I will pull some cards for you to see what is going on at the moment, what you need to know. Okay, Spirit, can you help me to connect to the collective and let them know what it is that they need to know currently, please? Okay, 1 second. Okay, so the first thing that's coming up is avoidance, guilt, distractions. Okay, yeah. Self-love and pictures, which is like reminiscing. Okay, so with avoidance, avoidance, guilt, distraction, self-love, pictures. Okay, so I feel like this is a situation where you have recently come out of a relationship. Okay, this is a love reading at the moment, where you come out of a relationship, and I feel like that person is going to come back into your energy at some point with some sort of apology. Okay. but it's saying like this person kept you waiting. I feel like there may have been a third party situation here, okay, because they're saying about this person was distracted, they were tempted, but they also kept you waiting. So I feel like you're very much left feeling like an option to this person, and yeah, they're saying that's why you had to pull your energy away from this person in the end, okay. Even if there was a lot of love there, I feel like this was a very important connection for you, okay. You felt a lot of love and a close, deep soul connection with this person. Maybe you felt like this person really got you in a way that nobody else had. You felt at the beginning a sense of calm with this person, but then suddenly it was like something wasn't right. There was a push and pull of energy going on, maybe them pulling away or pushing you away. It didn't make sense with the situation. Yeah, that's why they're saying avoidance here, okay. It did not make sense. And you knew intuitively that you needed to leave. It may have taken you a little while because of the deep connection you had with this person, that you felt like this person was your person, this was your soulmate, this was, for a lot of you, I think, for a time, you thought you were going to marry this person, you thought that this was the one for you. And I think there was a lot of embarrassment there. Where, like on your side, where you felt embarrassed that you thought that you were going to marry this person, you felt so deeply in it and so sure, and then all of a sudden everything's gone to pot. It's hit the fan and you don't know why, and it's that sort of embarrassment and humiliation Spirit showing me, and this feeling of, why do I keep getting myself into this? Why am I ending up in these unhealthy relationships all the time? What is wrong with me? I feel like that's led to a lot of reflection and self-discovery, self-love, okay, which is what Spirit is saying was the trigger, the reason for this relationship, okay. But there was a lot of protection around you because they knew, it's like Spirit saying, they see what goes on behind closed doors. Even when you don't, you may pick up intuitively in your gut instinct that something is not right, but you don't know what or why your gut's telling you this is not good, you need to leave this situation. But Spirit's saying they see behind the closed doors that you don't see, okay. They know what's going on, they know what that person's thinking, that person's feeling, they know what that person's doing or saying behind your back, and they wanted to just give you so much protection during that time because they knew you needed to experience this and experience this loss in order to focus that love, all of that amazing love that you give to others, to focus that onto yourself finally, okay, because it was time. Yeah, they're saying it was past time. Yeah. They're saying you're an extremely kind, gentle, caring person, even though you've been through things in life that should have or could have left you hard around the edges. Okay, they could have left you cold. They could have caused you to become toxic to others. They could have caused you to want to get revenge or hurt others, and it didn't. You remained soft. You remained empathetic, loving, even to those who hurt you, who betrayed you. You still tried to, you still found yourself trying to see from their point of view what they were going through and why they may have done the things they did, because that's the sort of person that you are. Okay, they're saying you are so kind and loving, and when you love someone, you will give your everything to them. Okay, you'll give your whole heart. You love so unconditionally. It was time for you to receive that love back, not just from another person, but first and foremost from yourself. Okay, you needed to finally turn that love inwards and heal all those old wounds so that you could evolve and break out of this cycle for good of being in these relationships or connections where you're hurt by others. Okay, yeah, and they're saying that, yeah, for a lot of you, it wasn't as easy as just leaving, because you had that intuition, but maybe not the evidence or the facts yet. You didn't know, oh, what's going on. Am I being paranoid? But I'm not a paranoid person, so why am I feeling this way? So maybe even after you left, detached from this person, there was a lot of back and forward where maybe they were trying to get back into your energy, because they did feel guilty. Okay, they did feel remorse. It's not that they didn't feel feelings for you or feel love for you. It's not that they weren't in love with you. Maybe they didn't have the same love that you had. Maybe because they weren't capable of it, and they might still not be. They might not be for a long time, because even though since you have detached from this connection, you have turned all of that inwards, that reflection, and healed old wounds. They haven't, okay? They're not there yet. And this may be, the loss of someone as amazing as you, may be a catalyst that triggers them to start finally healing the things inside of them that they need to heal. But they're saying you can't wait for them. You've already waited long enough. They kept you waiting. They kept you feeling like an option, and you finally gained your self-worth back. You've got your power back. You can't keep waiting for this person any longer, because if you keep waiting, they won't need to do that reflection, because they can just come back and maybe do a tiny bit of healing and come back, or whatever it may be. It needs you to be gone. It needs you to have moved on and found love elsewhere for them to really realise what they've lost, what they've done. And they will realise this, whether they are with another person already in another relationship. Spirit is saying for a lot of you, they may already be in another relationship. That may have been the ending for you, was this third party, and they went there and they seem happy. Maybe they're putting on a front where they seem like happy families. But Spirit is saying they absolutely will feel this loss, and they will regret it. It will be one of their biggest regrets of their life. And that's what will be the catalyst then for them to heal themselves. Okay, so you just need to allow them to do that and move on from it. Okay, you don't need to spend any more energy on it, any more time on it. Okay, and they're also saying not to look back. I feel like a lot of you aren't, but for some of you, not to look back with rose-tinted glasses on, okay, where you reminisce and you just see the good parts, or you just see how funny they were, how kind they were, how much you connected at one point. Maybe you were extremely, had a great chemistry together, great passion together. Yeah, but they're saying don't go into denial just thinking about that, because that wasn't the reason you ended. That was the reason you were together, okay? There was another reason you ended, and it was all of those other things that started to unfold, okay? Yeah, because they were hiding their true self from you in a lot of respects. Yeah, because they're saying that they were wearing a mask. Maybe they came across as a very emotionally mature, healed person at first, but that wasn't the case, okay? That was very surface level. Even if they'd said, I've done healing, I've done therapy, whatever it may be, it was surface level, okay? It wasn't even an inch deep, the spirits are saying, because underneath all that is they're saying like a current, a sea, but they're saying it's stagnant, okay? So there are deep, raw wounds, emotions, traumas, negative self-beliefs that they have not faced, they've not dealt with, and that's going to take a lot for them to heal from that, okay? Everybody is capable of healing, okay? But yeah, it's going to take them really looking at themselves in a mirror, and that's not something that they can do if you're around. So when you go into these sort of reminiscing of them, just don't wear those rose-tinted glasses. You also don't need to feel guilty or think, yeah, well, they've got issues because their dad died when they were a child, or they've got issues because their mum was a addict, okay? It doesn't matter what the reasons are, because at the end of the day, the pain that they caused you, the things that they did to hurt you, they still did those things, regardless of what wounds they had, okay? They still did those actions knowing that you are a person who they loved. You're a person who is compassionate, empathetic, kind, unconditionally loving. And they did that to you knowing how much it would destroy you, it would break you, okay? Because I feel like you had been open with them about maybe about past things that hurt you, past people that hurt you, or you know, like opened up all your vulnerabilities to them. So they knew, they were well aware of how their actions would affect you. Yeah, Spirit is saying it's just that they didn't care. Not that they didn't care about you, but they didn't care in that moment how their actions would affect you, because they were so consumed with how it would affect them, okay? What they needed in that moment. Yeah. So Spirit is saying you can forgive this person, you can have understanding of the bigger picture of what may have caused these things, why they may have behaved that way. You can totally have understanding of that and forgive them if you want to, but that doesn't mean that you forget, and it doesn't mean that you need to take that person back or give them any more chances, okay? They had all their chances, and they're saying you are worth more than an option to somebody, okay? You don't need to be somebody's option. At the end of the day, if it's your true love, if this is your soulmate that you've met, they should not want to do anything that could risk losing you. 13 on a timer then. They shouldn't want to do anything that could possibly risk losing you, because you will be that important to them if they think that you're their soulmate, and you think, you know, just like you with this person, you wouldn't have done things to risk. I feel like that's why you didn't leave straight away, because you didn't want to risk losing or destroying this soulmate connection that you felt you had, okay? Yeah. But they could do that to you, okay? And that's the difference. Yeah. And they're showing you very much connecting with spirit now. You know, this has been a very painful period of your life, but I feel like it's something that, for those of you who've moved on from this now, that you bounce back very quickly from this, and that's because, Spirit is saying, because you were so close to the end of this cycle, you'd already worked through all of these things in the past. And for those of you who are still in this separation at the moment and this pain is still ongoing, it will not last long, okay? Because you will come into yourself, you will go into this self-loving, self-healing, okay? Yeah. So they're saying at the moment, for most of you, you are really connecting with your higher self, really connecting with spirit, and just checking the battery. And that is what's keeping you going at the moment, having this faith, knowing that you're on the right path and things are going to progress for you. Things are only going to get better from here, okay? And they're showing here, yeah, that while they may be having issues with their next relationships, okay, where there's trust issues, one-sided arguments, maybe jealousy because of you, because they're still thinking about you. They can't handle the fact that you've detached from them. While that's going on with them, you'll be moving on, okay? You will have so many options, and you do have so many options. There's so many people looking at you right now, okay? And you are back on the market. I feel like you've knocked down that wall. You are ready to open yourself up to a new connection, okay? Yeah, and they're showing this with that card with the dating. They're showing, see how her hat's pulled over her face and you can't see his or her face. So Spirit is saying that this is going to be very much hidden from you, but they have a plan. They have someone who they plan to bring in for you. But this is going to be hidden. This is going to be a surprise, okay? They're saying this is your gift. This is your reward for everything you've achieved. And they are so excited. I can feel them just so excited to finally bring this in. This is something they've been waiting for because they've known that this was coming. This divine timing is coming. And yeah, they're really, really excited. And it's sort of like that buzz of wanting to reveal it because they know that you want to know so much. But they can't. It has to be hidden for now, okay? And it's saying here, not your usual type, okay? So maybe you have someone in mind who may be this new person coming in, and they're saying, they're saying think again, okay? Because you're not going to guess who this is. This is somebody who you may not have usually gone for. Maybe a star sign you may have normally avoided, okay? Or like it says opposites attract, somebody who you just didn't think would ever be that for you or would ever connect with you that way. And they're showing as well twin flame, so this is amazing energy. And it's going to be an amazing connection when it comes in. It's just the fact that you're not going to be told, okay? It's going to come in as a surprise. It's going to be a divine meeting, they're saying, okay? So it's not just like someone messaging you or adding you on Facebook or meeting on a dating app. This is going to be in real life situation where it's like wherever it happens, wherever you bump into each other or however this starts, it's going to be so fated that you're going to be like, wow, this is like serendipitous, this is fate. There's no other way to describe it, okay? And that's going to be, like they're saying, this love story, this perfect love story for you. Not that any relationship is perfect, but it will really help you to see that this is meant to be, okay? So that is your reading. I hope that helps, and I wish you all the best. Okay, bye.